So we'll talk a little bit about sleep. And one thing that I'm interested in is like trouble getting to sleep. So if you're, you've got a big day the next day, maybe you've got an important meeting or you're operating or anything,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to get an early night, and then you get into bed 10 p.m. and then you just can't sleep.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
happening.
a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem. What
So
do you do?
you gave me clues there already. So it depends on if the situation is such that the following day you have a big day, you have an operation or something big. Well, expect the chances are you won't sleep well that night. So be accepting. All right. If you're accepting that, oh, it might not be a great sleep, but that's all right. Chances are you might sleep better.
Yeah.
So sleep is interesting because our mental state or how we feel about sleep and what we do before we sleep can influence significantly our quality of sleep. So if we expect that the following day will be lots of stressors, most probably your sleep will deteriorate. And then if you go to bed expecting I should go to sleep, I should be asleep now, then you actually put pressure on your brain because you're asking it to perform, which is the last thing you want to do before you sleep. So you also mentioned you're going to bed early. That will be a recipe for poor sleep. So falling asleep is dependent on a few variables. So number one, if you're relaxed about going to sleep and you're not putting pressure on going to sleep, then your chances are better that you'll sleep. Number two is if you go to bed earlier than your usual, unless you're sleep deprived, it will be hard to fall asleep. So we actually cannot really program when we should be sleeping. So we have our circadian rhythm, and we have our sort of set, modifiable a bit, set time as to when we naturally will sleep and when we naturally will wake up. So learning what our natural rhythm is crucial. So our quality of mental state before going to sleep is important. Putting pressure on yourself to sleep, come on, sleep. I'm telling you, it's a recipe for disaster. But in fact, a healthier approach is if you're not sleeping, just say, oh, that's all right. It's one of those nights. Probably I'll listen to a podcast, not watch a video. All right, no blue light. Listen to a podcast or have a cup of tea first, and then later on, you will feel sleepy.
Yeah.